Hey guys, RG Reviews here, and today I'm going to dissect 3 new Jurassic World pictures that have been popping up on Jurassic Park forums lately. We're going to try to find out as much as we can from these, and hopefully by the end of the video, I'll have pointed out something you missed. And you'll have pointed out something I missed in the comment section below. Okay, let's begin. So here are the 3 new pictures. On the top left corner you can see our main protagonist, Chris Pratt, looking out of some sort of window in a lab. That's what it looks to be. In the center you have the new control room with various actors sitting there looking at the camera. You have Vincent Ontario on the far left. In the middle you have Jake Johnson and various other actors. And there's a lot of stuff in that picture, so I really want to get in there. There's a lot of fan speculation about little Easter eggs and stuff happening on the screens and logos and all a bunch of stuff. And then on the right, you have this gentleman here with a ton of eggs. Eggs that have barcodes, QR codes on them. So there's some interesting stuff in that picture as well. So let's dig right into the first picture, the Chris Pratt picture, and see what we can find out. Okay, I'm gonna start off with this picture with something that some people might consider absurd, and I'm pretty sure that's not what we're looking at, but I'm gonna throw it out there and see what you guys think. As you can tell, in the background we have what looks to be windows. You can sort of see out of them every once in a while, out of these columns, and you see something that looks to be a dinosaur head peeking in through one of those crevices. And I think it kind of looks like an oviraptor head. I'm going to post a picture here up for comparison. That's probably not what it is, but I'm throwing it out there because it kind of resembles it. You know, just whatever. That's the first thing I saw, and that's what I'm going to throw at you first. Okay, in the background we see some sort of machine. I really can't tell what it is. It has some sort of screen, I guess. Maybe some sort of microscope. I really don't know. Some people have speculated that this picture is Chris Pratt looking out at an enclosure where the velociraptors are kept, since his character is supposed to be researching raptor behavior. So maybe that's what he's doing. There's not much to go on with this picture. It's just a cool looking picture of Chris Pratt looking out, very serious in his costume. And yeah, it's a cool picture. It sort of shows you what the sets are going to look like, but there's nothing too revealing. And this was a picture that Colin Trevorrow released, so you know you're not going to have a whole lot of spoilers in there, but still a cool picture. Okay, let's move on to the Eggman. Okay, it's pretty evident that I need to come up with better nicknames for these pictures. Okay, so here we have this gentleman in a lab coat. I'm pretty sure he's not an actor. I sort of remember somebody saying that he was part of the sound team. I could be mistaken, but I think that's what I remember hearing about this man here. Okay, and he is holding what is, you know, the most important part of this picture, an incubator. I mean, an egg that he pulled out of an incubator. And that's interesting in and of itself. But the picture does have a little more depth to it, and it's clearly obvious if you just look to the top portion of the clip. Okay, so let's just go over the superficial stuff and then let's go into the reflection. Okay, so the eggs come in 2 different types. You have more rounder eggs with small specks of brown, and then you have slightly smaller eggs with larger brown spots, and each of these eggs has a QR code. Which is very interesting. So that means that they're cataloging each egg. You know, that's a nice update to the Jurassic Park, production of dinosaurs. That's what I'll call it for now. Yeah, it's a cool update. I know some people have tried to enhance the picture and scan the QR code, but up until now nobody has been able to. And honestly, it probably doesn't lead to anything, but yeah, just kind of fun to try to do that. Okay, the incubator itself looks pretty cool, pretty modern. Up on the top right corner, you can see some sort of keypad. You can also see the same keypad on the bottom, meaning that there's another incubator below that one. It looks to be the same sort of prop. And then in the reflection is the most important part, you see 3 other larger incubators that resemble the ones from Jurassic Park and Jurassic Park 3. And you can see these arms coming off of these incubators. So I think that's really cool. That's a great nod to the first film. Not so much a third one, because the third one ripped it off of the first one. That's another discussion. But yeah, that's awesome, and this picture really brings up the hype in me, because I really want to see how that scene's gonna play out, the egg scene, like in the first movie. Will we have another Life Finds a Way speech? Probably not, but hopefully it'll be a memorable scene. Okay, let's move on to the last one, and the last picture has a ton of stuff. So yeah, let's really dig into that one and see how much we can figure out there. Okay, and finally we're here at this last picture, and I'm loving this picture. There's so much stuff going on, a lot of fan speculation, you have just a ton of stuff happening. Okay, so on the left you have Vincent Ontario, which is purported to be the antagonist of the film. Next to him you have this gentleman in a suit. I don't really know who he is. Some people have speculated that he's Omar Sy, but he doesn't really look like him from the pictures that I've seen. Behind him you have another actor who I don't know who he is, because we don't have a good clear shot of his face. Next to the man in the suit we have Jake Johnson, and next to him we have Lauren Lapkus. Okay, and they're all wearing something Jurassic Park related, except for Vincent Ontario and the man in the back. You have the man in the suit is wearing a Jurassic World blazer, and you can tell on his shirt you have a Jurassic World logo on his left breast, and then on his right collar, I don't know what that's called. Some people have speculated that it's a small emblem of a mosasaur or some sort of fish, though I can't really tell, it's too small for me. Jake Johnson is wearing, which I think is what I think is the coolest shirt that we've seen so far, which is, it looks like a classic Jurassic Park t-shirt. Now, is this a Jurassic World t-shirt in the style of the old logo, or is he just in his casual clothing and he's wearing a Jurassic Park t-shirt? Who knows, but it's there, and you can see the T-Rex, you can see the red and the black and the yellow. That is a Jurassic Park t-shirt or Jurassic World t-shirt in the style of the old Jurassic Park logo. So that is interesting. And Lauren Lapkus, you can tell she is wearing a Jurassic World badge. On the top of the badge you can read Jurassic World. It's kind of blurry, but it's there, you can tell. Then you have a picture of what I think is her, and then below that you have a Jurassic World logo and something right beside it. Some people have speculated that she's either a scientist or a journalist or something like that, so it would make sense that she has a security clearance. Okay, behind them you can see a computer. Now this isn't your typical computer, this actually reminds me of the computers that they had in the later seasons of Fringe, which is sort of a tablet computer. And you can see that the screen is on an incline, maybe it's a touchscreen computer. Who knows, maybe it's not really important, but it's there, you can see it. In the back, we have some very interesting pictures, video clips going on in the back, security cameras. From what I can tell, just a ton of tourists, especially the one towards the bottom right, right on top of the one that's on the bottom left. You see just what looks to be a horde of people, a bunch of little heads walking around, and I think that at the top right corner you can see a clip of the petting zoo. I think that's what it looks like. I could be wrong, they're very small, just speculating. We're getting these images of the park, so that's cool. You know, you can really dig into it. The links will be in the description for each of these pictures, so if you want to go in there and enhance. I'm not good with Photoshop, so I'm just bringing you this picture and seeing what I see and telling you what I see. Okay, below the camera, some people have said that that is Ian Malcolm's book, and you can purportedly see him on the back cover. And if that's true, that'd be a great nod to the first movie and the second movie, because Ian Malcolm was a great character. And it'd be really cool to see his book there, which could be a bit of foreshadowing. But we know what's gonna happen, so it doesn't really matter. That was stupid what I just said. Okay, all over the desk we see these small, cheap plastic dinosaur toys. We see a brachiosaur, we see what I think is a Parasaurolophus or some sort of old school theropod walking on two legs dragging his tail. We see an ankylosaur. So that's pretty cool. They decorated the Jurassic Park control room with these toys. It kind of reminds me of Dennis Nedry's desk, which had the little the stress toy and things like that. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I can see on the surface just looking at the picture. I'm sure some of you who have much more experience with photo editing software can really go in there and dig out more stuff from those images in the back. But yeah, we get our first look at the Jurassic Park control room, Jurassic World control room. And I think it looks great. It's kind of reminiscent of the old school Jurassic Park control room, but obviously updated. Looks pretty cool, looks modern. The actors seem very happy to be working in this movie, except for Vincent Ontario, which has this sort of expression, like, why am I here? God damn it. But yeah, this was an awesome picture, and I'm excited to see what Colin Trevorrow and all these great actors unleash upon us June 12, 2015. Film does wrap up August 6th, so in a couple of days. Though most of the actors are already done filming, especially Chris Pratt, and post-production will begin soon, and hopefully we'll see a teaser or a trailer or teaser trailer soon. I want to see that really bad. I want to see what this movie feels like. That's the most important thing in my opinion. The tone, the atmosphere that they can cultivate. So yeah, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to RG Reviews for more Jurassic World related news. And I'll see you next week.